That's one of the best things about sports is you have to deal with highs and lows, the good and the bad, and you have to be able to you have to build your character to handle both of those moments, whether it's humility when it goes well, whether it's determination when it goes bad, whether it's identity, because that's how so many people are going to view you, is they're going to view you as a football player or view you as a basketball or baseball or whatever it is. And so that also can be a struggle for a lot of athletes, is they're so defined by what they do rather than who they are. And so that's another struggle a lot of the athletes have to deal with. But I think it teaches you how to handle life. And, for me, football and baseball and basketball, everything growing up has taught me so many life lessons that are, so impactful to this very day.
How did you make the transition? How's it going with the New York Mets? I know they signed you. I know you're going to training camp. And, I've talked to many, many people that are pulling for you, and then some that maybe are not TEBOW fans for whatever reason. I don't see any reason why they're not. But, I just think people like to, I just think people like to hate for a living, especially some sports and political writers. But how's it going, and do you think you have a real shot to make the squad this year?
Well, I believe in myself, and, the goal would obviously be to one day play in the bigs. But for me, it's just about getting ready for spring training here in a couple of weeks and doing the best I can, learning, wherever they send me from there, just trying to continue to develop, see as many pitches as possible, get used to it, and then try to work my way up. But I think at the same time, for me, so many people would be like, is it only a success if you make it to the bigs? And I'll say absolutely not. It's a success every day when you get to live out your dream, when you get to do something you love, and you get to enjoy it every single day. It's not just about the end result. It's so much about the journey. And for me, the entire process has been such a joy. It's been so much fun. And is the goal to one day play in the bigs? For sure. But I'm also going to enjoy the entire process.
One of the things I've admired about you is you're courageous in every aspect of your life. I also think that there's been this added scrutiny to your life because you talk about your faith and your Christianity, and you're not shy about it, and you show it on the field. And I actually think, it's a little bit better than some of the other athletic role models or athletes we have out there. They're not exactly the best role models. And I think there are some people that don't understand the Christianity story, and that is that we're all sinners. We all fail. I'm a Christian, but I need more forgiveness, I'm sure, than you do, because I'm far worse a person than you are. I was incorrigible my whole life, and I still am. But in a real sense, I think there are people that almost want you to fail. See, he's a Christian and he failed. And I think that puts added pressure on you. Am I misreading that, or do you feel that?
Well, I don't think so. I think some people think it's added pressure, but I got some crazy breaking news that can go to headlines. I've already failed over and over and over again. That's the Christianity message. It's not about our failure. It's about God's grace.
I failed more than you did, so I'm just, your failures are probably minuscule in comparison. But go ahead.
Do you know how many times you know how many sins it makes you a sinner? One. And you know what that word means? It means missing the mark. And every single one of us, we've missed the mark. Meaning we've messed up in our life. We've fallen. But that's okay. It's not about being perfect. I don't serve a God that says you have to be perfect. What we get to serve is a God who is perfect. And that's what's so awesome about being a Christian is it's not about how good we are. It's not about we can ever be enough. It's about that He's enough, and His love is sufficient for every single one of us. And so our goal every day is not to be perfect. It's just to draw closer to the one that is and just try to walk a little bit closer every day. And when we fall, it's just about getting back up. And I think so many times the Christian message can be, sometimes it can be confused because people make it all about us when it's not about us. It's about what Jesus did on the cross, and it's about accepting what He did, putting our faith in Him, and just trying to live each day and love people and help people and just get a little bit closer. But you know what? You're going to have days that are good. You're going to have days that are bad. It's not about judging people. It's about loving people, and it's just about trying to do this life together. And when we talk about the church isn't these buildings we go to on Sunday. It's body of believers we get to do life with every single day. And
that's what you're going to be doing on Friday. So, listen, I don't want to cut that short here, but I want to make sure I get this in. It's timtebowfoundation.org, right?
Yes, sir.
Listen, I always enjoy talking to you. You're a great guy. I love your courage, and I love what you're doing for these kids. It's awesome, and it's been great to get to know you, Tim Tebow. It's a pleasure. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
Hey, if you've not tried